know that isn't a father at home? Well, well, as an actor, it's nice to know that, like, there's been so many good films that came out a while ago, and behind the scene, there have been a lot of good actors we know, love, and always wait for them to win. Well, with an Oscar-worthy performance, etc. But not every actor. But there are some good actors. They really haven't made a name for themselves the way Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise have. Don't get me wrong, there are some talented actors, and well, that's why I'm here to put in my 2 cents today. Enjoy. Enjoy. For the record, I'm not doing underrated voice actors, because in general, I think they all are equally as good at what they do, and I'm not doing comedians, because this is exclusively for actors. Enjoy. Number 10 is Billy Zane. Best known for the villain in Titanic, Billy has made quite a name for himself, appearing in such films as The Phantom, Back to the Future, and as the KFC Colonel. He's such a good actor that, even for his 5-minute cameo in Zoolander 2, it was really worth seeing it. I mean, Billy is an amazing actor. For some reason, I wonder why you haven't seen a whole lot of him lately. Well, next up, Jacob Tremblay. I hate it when people only remember him as the kid from S'mores. He's a really wonderful actor. He made such classics as Wonder and Room. He was even nominated for a couple of major awards that year. And if it hadn't been probably for the fact that Leonardo DiCaprio gave such a great performance that year, he may have taken home a golden statue. I say he nominated that year, since considering that the last real time before the Oscars came to be a real piece of shit. But it's really kind of hard though, when there's so many people coming up. Hopefully, Jacob will be in many more things to come, and I look forward to seeing everything he does. Eddie Bracken. Chances are you probably seen him and don't even know who he is. Well, if you've seen Home Alone 2, you'll know he was the kind old caring man who ran a toy store.
And if you see Vacation,
the owner, Roy Raleigh. It's he was also did a cameo of an old retired soldier in Baby's Day Out.
Eddie's actually been a quite the actor, performing as a legend, as far back as the 1940s, but 40s as well, and it's so even he worked pretty good till the end.
But nobody probably knows that movie. I mean, they say that don't judge somebody always by the role they play. Lou Ferrigno. But I think with Eddie, I think you could tell a lot he was a good person. Apparently he died about 14 years ago, and well, that actually upset me too much that I'm still not over it. That's when you know you did such a good job with only 3 holes. Tom was such a good actor, it's kind of next up, Tom Hulce. Tom was such a good actor, it's kind of a wonder why, he disappeared in the last couple years. He's so good that he won a Tony, a Grammy, a Saturn Award, and was nominated for Best Actor in Amadeus. Amadeus was such a good movie that even non-fans of classical music like me and my mom really liked it. it really told a good true story of a wonderful man, and like really you could tell like who Mozart was through Tom's performance. The actual reason you don't see him too much is he retired from acting back in 2002 and now focuses on directing, which is good, it's fair enough. He definitely did make an impact, but overall, what Tom.
Next up, Christopher McDonald. Christopher I'm amazed Christopher hasn't made his name for himself as a leading man in Hollywood. You may know him best as the other villain in Happy Gilmore, and know him as like the Thelma's husband in Thelma and Louise. But like he is actually really good in general, really good in a lot of other movies.
Next up is Tony Jay. I know I kind of got a thing for the Hunchback of Notre Dame movie, but Tony Jay is really an awesome actor, even in live action. And although he has done quite a few voice roles, he really has done many good roles live action as well. It's a shame he passed away back in 2002. He was really a class action actor if there ever was one. Incredibly, Tony's birthday is actually the day before mine. So it's nice we share a birthday month, Junior.
Harry Connick Jr.
He's probably not that underrated. I'll give you that. Any country fan's gotta have.
Any rock fan who knows Harry knows what an incredible artist he is and what an incredible songwriter he is. He's an incredible actor as well. Many of his roles he gets are like
Rap Fest as Hope Floats was. I really liked Harry's work in here. I wish the movie had been as good as his performance, but it wasn't. Dolphin Tale, P.S. I Love You, Independence Day, and When Harry Met Sally. He was actually really so good as an actor. I was really amazed the singer wasn't a side project. Harry was an underrated person in general, but then I really couldn't even make a list. No matter what, I'll always come back to see anything Harry makes. Go to Hope Floats. Bro Ives.
Next up is Bro Ives. You probably, if you're young, know him from the Rankin Bass Christmas specials as Sam the Snowman. And if you're the older generation, you probably know him as being like one of the lawyers on The Bold Ones. And if you're a real movie fan like me, you'll probably know him from such great classics such as Cat on a Hot Tin Roof and Let No Man Write My Epigraph. In addition to being such a great actor, Bo is also a great singer. Bo is somebody I really definitely would like to think I take after. He's somebody who I definitely think is really talented in many areas. Will always leave an impact on the holidays, and no matter what, I'll never say anything bad about him. Bro, you are a wonderful man. Steve Coogan is... Incredibly, Steve is so underrated, he doesn't even get a billing title in Around the World in 80 Days, and wasn't even known for a movie with Paul Blart Mall Cop. But fortunately, Steve is getting a whole lot more work now, and good. he was in this one. He was lately played the role of Stan Laurel in Laurel and Hardy, and he was really definitely good in that role. This was one of his best roles. I'm sad like he doesn't get like even when he gets the lead role for some reason, seems like he's always overshadowed. Heck, you got him standing teaming up with Owen Wilson, and probably nobody knows who he is. I definitely think, though, that Steve makes me proud to be an actor, because, like, he definitely shows that, like, no matter, like, who knows you, he likes what he's doing. And, like, that's a definitely great person for that. Well, number one, he is definitely, like, one like that, like, well, just wait and see. Chiwetel Ejiofor. He was actually so underrated that they actually finally recognized his talent in a movie called Secrets in the Eyes and gave him top billing. He was really good in that, but like, incredibly, he's just an incredible actor. He is definitely somebody who, like, will not be going away anytime soon. And that's really good. One of his earlier roles include a non-musical version of Kinky Boots, and, well, though I personally will say I'm not a fan of that one without the musical, he definitely still kind of made me want to watch this. Serretto, however you say his name, he is an incredible actor, somebody who has definitely deserved 15 minutes of fame and keeps growing more. He's a wonderful actor. And while I do like these, there's still one more I'm going to mention, but you'll have to wait until a couple times. So, thank you so much for watching. Arrivederci.